Well, I went to edit yesterday's video and had no video to edit, so I don't know what I did wrong. The memory card seems to be working because I did a few clips and played them back and uploaded them to my computer, and they work. So maybe I just pushed the wrong button on the camera. So I'll just give a quick rehash, and I don't want to get dirt all over the camera anyway. I did a lot of sanding yesterday. So I'll do a quick rehash of what happened yesterday when I worked on the car. So I got the hood stripped to the metal, and I'm going to sand that side of the hood out. And I got the fenders, I don't know if I showed that, but this is all sanded, this is all sanded, this is all sanded. All the edges are sanded. I got to give the inner side a quick sand. This one I still need to sand the edges and the inner side. So that one I just got to sand the underside that you see there. So I'm hoping maybe towards the end of the week I can start spraying some paint on the inner panels, and then maybe I can start priming the outer and getting that ready to shoot with paint. In the meantime, because I want to be able to back this car in and out, but I did have a power booster, and I took the power booster off. Obviously I can't move the car without a booster there, but I took the original booster apart. And I can't see anything wrong with it. None of the diaphragm is damaged. It's all in perfect shape. But I might take that valve apart. It's all plastic, so I don't know what, maybe it's cracked. Maybe something in the valve is cracked. But yeah, the valve is totally plastic. So we'll look at that. But in the meantime, I'll show you what I got for the car. So the paint's drying on it right now. Hopefully this solves the power brake issue. And show you a couple other things. So as you remember, the choke cap was cracked. And thank you to Miguel. He sent me two of them. He's from Hercules, California. And he had a couple Autolite 4100s that he had, so he sent me the choke cap off one that was good and the dashpot, and that just slows the throttle down at returning to idle. Let me see if, so when the throttle comes back, it just slowly pushes back to idle. And so we got a dashpot and a choke cover. So hopefully get these on in the next there, now you can see the choke spring in there. Get these on in the next couple of days too, while I wait for salt. Yeah, with tacky paint, I'm not going to be sanding today. So I might put these on, and I don't know, I can't do much more with the power brakes. Might take the booster apart more. I might be able to do some hand sanding. I just don't want to get the air sander going with fresh paint. Also, did I mention that I have a brand new padded dash coming? Yeah, $930 later. Getting both pieces of the padded dash. One piece should be here by the end of the week, and the next piece they didn't have in their warehouse, so it should be here, I don't know, sometime the end of next week. But it's coming from Dearborn Classics, which I think is part of Eckler's. So they're in somewhere in New York. The dashes are in New York, and Eckler's is in Titusville, Florida. They used to be part of late great Chevy. I've been dealing with them probably for 35 years anyway, since they've been around. It used to be late great Chevy, and then it became Eckler's. But yeah, so hopefully the padded dash, that was a big expense. So I got the chrome and the top, and then the big expenses should be done. It'll just be the couple $100 here and there expenses, hopefully, no more than that. Anyway, just thought, when it comes, I'll show you. Just thought I'd let you know that I did get a padded dash on the way, and I'll show you when it gets here. There we be. New choke cap installed and the dash pot installed. And put the air cleaner back on now. Thank you, Miguel. This is going to be hopefully the engine runs good. You know, everything will be all good with it when I get the power brake booster back on so I can get it in and out of the garage as I need to. So my curiosity has got me on why this power brake booster doesn't work, and I took the valve apart. I had to force around a little bit to get this retainer off that holds that spring up to loosen these up, and I can't get this out. That's like a little ball socket in there. I don't know what's holding this together. I've fooled with this thing for a while and it doesn't come apart. And but this is the valve right here, the atmospheric valve. This would be right there. This assembly goes into this way, like so. And that's the end that goes to the brake pedal, or to the master cylinder. I mean, that's the brake pedal end. This is the master cylinder end. And this goes in this diaphragm, which moves back and forth. So when you are just driving normally, you have vacuum on both sides of this. When you apply the brakes, it blows the vacuum off on this side and prevents vacuum from coming around here to keep the engine running good. And that vacuum just on this side sucks this way. So that's how you get your power assist. When you release the brakes or come to a stop, you again have vacuum on both sides. So this is, you know, where it vacuum port there and there for the master cylinder side of the booster. Then when this is all together, there's a little bit of an opening here that's for the back side of the diaphragm, and then this sleeve slides through this rubber piece here, sealing it there. So you don't get a vacuum leak on that side. So this is basically the valve. You're looking at it, and I really see nothing wrong with it. There's an O-ring that goes right here, right there, that I took off just because I thought maybe that this might have been threaded or something, but it doesn't look like it. I don't see anything that would indicate it is. But this is, and it's a Midland Ross booster. This is the shop manual on that booster. So this is in the applying position. So you have vacuum here, you have atmosphere here, you have atmosphere there, I think all the time. And then let me turn the page. That's in the holding position. So you have atmosphere, vacuum, and that's in released. You have vacuum and vacuum. So I've just been kind of trying to figure out why there was no boost, and when I applied the brakes, the engine ran really rough because it had a huge vacuum leak. And there's nothing wrong with this. And the rubber is nice and soft and pliable and no cracks. The O-ring that went in here is good. I see no reason why this didn't give. I even took the check valve out and checked it, and it's good. I see zero reason why this booster didn't work. But obviously, for some reason, this is that bellows. This is where, you know, you see outside the master cylinder. This goes on here. So yeah, I don't know why this thing didn't work. It just don't see why. I'm going to clean everything up and put it back together. I'm not going to put it back on the car, obviously, because I have a new booster, but I just want to know why this booster didn't work. So I'm going to horse around with it for a little longer, and if I see why, I'll point it out. Just kind of holding the valve together, and when you push this in, I can push it in against a spring, And see how that's moving a little bit? That's what's supposed to change. Push this to where it closes the atmospheric valve. Well, it's supposed to open and close the atmospheric valve to the back of the reservoir, back of that diaphragm, and open and close the vacuum port to the back. And I'm beginning to wonder if maybe this rubber has swollen up because it fits really snug in there. And barely, you know, I mean, it goes in, but yeah, I don't know. And then this goes in a certain spot. This is where this allows vacuum and whatnot into the back. And I'm just looking at this valve and been playing with it here for a while, and I see no reason why. It's pretty cut and dry and simple. And I see no reason. There's no cracks in this, no missing pieces. The O-rings and seals are all there. I mean, there's just no reason why this. I put that spring back in the way it goes. But yeah, I see no apparent reason why this valve doesn't work. The only thing I can think of is this rubber is swollen, and that is preventing the valve from working properly. That's the only logical. See, if you look at how it's bigger than that metal by a fair amount, but it fits down in. See, it's got a flat spot there and a flat spot there. This has a flat spot, so that's the way this all goes together, kind of like that. And it does, you know, I mean, you can see it only fits one way in there. But from the looks of it, I'm betting that that rubber is the problem, that it's swollen up. Because I see no other reason why this booster shouldn't work as it's designed to work. I mean, it fits together, it goes in there. That rubber's down in there. That just moves a little bit in there and is supposed to open and close those ports. So, I don't know. Anyway, we got a new booster. Hopefully it works. Just thought, you know, some of you might enjoy seeing the innards of a power brake booster. So the O-ring goes here, and then this goes into here. Let's see if I can get that O-ring where it belongs. I'm just going to haphazardly put this thing together, and just so it's not kicking around all over the garage. I mean, that O-ring could be the problem, but generally that I don't think that would cause no boost. I think that would cause a vacuum leak, but I think it would still have some type of power assist boost. I can't see what I'm doing, and I want to get that O-ring. Alright, I put the valve back in. There's a little snap ring on there. This piece goes on here. It just sets there basically. This goes in there like so. But yeah, I see nothing, absolutely zero wrong with this booster. So I'm going to say it's a swollen seal in the valve. That goes through like so that can move in and out. There's a dust boot that goes on the back here. That is a rubber seal that's against that plastic, as you can see. And then the other can, you know, goes on top, and pretty simple. This is what goes here. You know, it snaps down over that. Yeah, I don't know what the... I see nothing wrong. And this is all, nothing torn here. This would have vacuum this side all the time. This side would have atmosphere all the time. All this rubber is really pliable. No splits, cracks, nothing. Alright, well, I'm done with this booster, I think. Just thought, you know, again, you might be interested in this pretty simple apparatus, isn't it? Alright, I put the brake booster back together. I didn't put the boot back on here, but I don't know if you can hear this or not. If I push on it from this, I get a different sound pushing this than this. So, I don't know if you'll hear it. And then when I just can you hear the difference? Anyway, I don't know. It's together. I took the check valve off, checked that. I didn't find anything wrong with the check valve. Yeah, I don't know what the deal is with the booster, but it doesn't work. Sorry for the short video. This video, I just basically wanted to show what I've been doing on the car. I haven't been bringing the camera out here while I've been sanding because it's just like everything's just covered in a film of dust, and I don't want that stuff in my camera ruining it. So that is why there's no video of me sanding. And sanding is boring to watch anyway. So I thought you might be interested in seeing the innards of the power brake booster. So I tore it apart. I didn't really see anything that I could physically see that was preventing it from working. So it must be that gray rubber on that valve was swollen maybe. I don't know. It sounded like maybe there was some dirt in it or something. And it cleaned out when I took it apart. I don't know. But it had zero power assist, and a huge vacuum leak when I applied the brakes. So, you know, the engine roughened up, and, you know, it was obviously running a vacuum leak. And tomorrow I'll put the new booster on. The paint is drying on it. The paint was kind of needed paint. So anyway, it's a brand new booster. And we'll see, hopefully that takes care of the boost problems. Well, that's it for this video. If you like the video, hit the like button. If you want to see this cool old Galaxie all restored, all these painted up, that sanded out, everything painted up, subscribe to my channel, and thank you for watching.